Welcome to the Waypoint Arts first draft video for MBK Constructors. My name is Matt, the founder and developer of Waypoint Arts, also the project lead on this particular website. I'd like to welcome Mike and Sheila to the video here. This is a great opportunity for me to give you a verbal tour of everything that I've done so far, and I want to get started right away. First, I ask that you make sure that you have the widescreen and also the full screen option selected so you can see everything as best as possible. And also, you'll want to make sure this is in HD because there's a lot of stuff that you can see along the way. Let's get started right away. Let's start with the home page. That's the most obvious place to start. Before I get into some of the overall structure, such as the header, the navigation, the footer, on the home page, I really want to first spotlight this rotating banner right here because this is very important. This is the first thing people will see once they hit your website, and it's something that will be rotating, as I said. As you go along, you'll see some of the different things that I've added that spotlights a lot of the services that you folks have. Kitchen and bath, we just saw on the other image there, remodeling experts. We also have foundation work. And the one page that, the one image that will show first is building experts. I didn't have it showing first right away because I wanted to save this part for last. This will be where your video will be inserted. Now, at this present time, obviously, it's
does your business's website
a Waypoint Arts video.
Does it catch an eye or two?
And I know you don't want to have a Waypoint Arts promo right at the top of your page. I understand it. I get it. I would appreciate it, but I understand that you don't want that. Fair enough. But once we get the video sent to me and we can get it uploaded, this will be the home for it right here. And this is the first thing that people will see. Just to show you what I mean, if I were to go to your MBK logo, click on it, which will bring me back to the home page. There we go, right there, building experts. If I give it just a moment, it will rotate to the next image. There it is. It just did that. I think 7 seconds or something like that is the delay it has until the next image. And it showcases a lot of the services that you have. Now, scrolling down a little bit on the home page, we'll notice something as we scroll. This header up here will remain at the top. We do have rotating testimonials. This is a great feature, like a ticker, so to speak. Wait for a second. There it goes. Switches to the next one. This is a great thing to have. If you don't like it, we can go ahead and remove it, scrub it, or we can add a bunch of testimonials. It's all based on what you want there, Mike. But as we scroll down, that header will be locked at the top. This allows people to have direct access to the navigation. They can see the services, portfolios, and whatever without having to scroll back up to the top of the page. As we scroll, you can see some of the stuff that I put on your homepage. This is pretty much what you had already. I wasn't sure which direction to go. If you like what you see, we can stay with it. If not, we can change some stuff around. It's all up to you, but pretty much all of the text is what you've already had on your previous website. As you notice right here is the Facebook box that I put. Now, you don't have a Facebook page yet, at least not one that I know of. That's very easy to sign up, but it's something that I want to do with you. Once we sign that up, we'll go ahead and put your Facebook page in this box here. And this will be anything that you post on Facebook, it'll be right here updated in real time. This is a really great feature. And I've always said before to clients and other people that social media like Facebook, Twitter, stuff like that is really the gas on the wildfire of getting more traffic to your website. So that's an awesome feature to have. I'm glad that you really wanted that, Mike. As we scroll to the bottom here, you'll see the footer. Now, keep in mind the header, which is this part right up here where my mouse is, the footer, this part down here. This will be on every single page. Now, it expands upon, you got a quick glimpse at my desktop there. This right here will be all of your services outlined here. Contact links right here, as well as your address, email. This right here is the same link as the contact up here. This map is nothing more than a big link to a Google map. I won't click it right now, but it does open up to Google Maps. So that gives you an overview of what the footer is and the header is. Let's go ahead and click on the services page. The services is pretty much just everything that I pulled down from your current services page. Gives an overview of all the different stuff that you do, and each service has its own dedicated given page that we can go through at a later time. But obviously, remodeling has its own remodeling page, design and build has its own design and build page, etc., etc. I've also had, by the way, a little kind of design feature that I want to point out. As you see on the background of the header, up here you have a blueprint outline. Also right here on the services, you have another blueprint outline. I thought that was nice for the overall remodeling, design, construction business that you have. Moving over to the portfolio page. Before I click on this link, I got to say the portfolio page is probably my favorite page amongst all of them. You'll see why in a second. It showcases not only every single image that you've given to me, but it also sets it up in a gallery form. You'll be able to toggle from one image to another, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. Before I click on an image, I first want to say that I used every single picture that you sent me in this portfolio page with the exception of one. I used that other image in a different part of the website that I'll get into in just a moment, but I didn't think it was appropriate here. I thought it was very appropriate in a different place. I will pick that up in just a moment. But let me just give you a brief overview of the portfolio page. I set this up into different sections. Here you have interior design. As I scroll down, it's kitchen. Scroll down a little bit more, it's bathroom. Scroll down a little bit more, it's outside design. And then finally, construction. Obviously, you can set this up any way you want. Just let me know and I'll make sure it's done. If you click on any given image here, this is where the gallery part comes into play. A bigger version will be shown, and you can toggle back and forth. Similar to the home page, you can go back and forth, left and right, and you'll see all the images that I have set up here. Also, what I did is every single image that you sent me, I also touched up in Photoshop. I made sure the right color was there, the right brightness, the right contrast, so a lot of stuff really does stand out. Some of the images that you had sent needed a little bit more of some touch-up work, and so anything that I could do for these images without really impacting the integrity, I did. There was some cropping here and there to make sure some things were centered. Nothing over the top, just stuff like that. Go ahead and scrolling down a little bit more. You can click on any different image here. Obviously, toggle back and forth, and you'll see everything that is displayed. By the way, I have to point this out. Is this really the before and then the after picture? I know it is, but I'm just completely shocked by it. You folks did an absolutely fantastic job. I'm not a homeowner, but you're making me want to be a homeowner, and I'm looking forward to that. That's the American dream, as they say. But absolutely amazing work. And so I wanted to make sure to put that before and then again after picture right here so people can see the kind of work that you folks do. Also, I want to go to the next page here is contact. It's a pretty simple, straightforward contact form. First name, last name, email, phone. Cool thing about this phone is once you start typing something, it'll automatically go to the next box. I started saying dialing, but there's no dialing in a contact form. And so that's one of the cool features there. I also have a 2,000 character word limit, something that we can set up later, but as you type, as you can see, that changes. Verification, that's just to make sure that nasty robots don't start sending you spam or anything like that. And these are just some of the simple stuff that I've set up. If you want to add a different feature, like maybe an address bar, a physical address bar, or some other field, we can go ahead and do that. That's not a problem. Just let me know. The last page that I want to show you for right now is the About page. Now, I mentioned that picture a little bit ago. I didn't know quite where to put her, and then I said, wait, of course I do. I'm a dog person. I know exactly where to put Stella. She's right here on this About page, and so I didn't think it was appropriate we put her in the portfolio page, but I thought it was very appropriate that we put her right here on the About page. I also went into the WAM system. I got your ad here, and so people, if they want, they can go ahead and play.
Do you hate moving but need more space? Do you love the neighborhood but wish you had a new kitchen?
They can play your ad if they want or not. It's something that I think is a really awesome feature to have there. It adds a little bit more voice, so to speak, to your website. Not to mention it's something that, it's a button somebody can push, and, who doesn't like pushing buttons and shiny objects and stuff like that. So in a nutshell, this is your website so far. I really want to move on to the next step. Obviously, we have a couple stuff like the video, the Facebook, and other things to still put in there. But the next step right now, aside from that, is some of your feedback. Anything you don't like, something you really do like, something you want changed, definitely let me know. The next step after I get a little bit more feedback is giving you something to click around with, something for you to navigate, highlight, whatever. I'll go ahead and post something on my website, this exact website, and obviously the changes that will be made so you can see firsthand how it works and do some clicking around for yourself. Again, it's been an honor and a privilege to do this. I really can't wait for the final product. Hopefully we can launch this within another week or two. It all really depends on when I can get the information and the additional content. So Mike, Sheila, thanks for everything, and I'll speak with you soon.